So, one tip in sports betting that people just don't realize is actually key to winning in sports betting is growing your network. Well, who thinks that growing a network in sports gambling will help you win? Not many people. Why? Because sports gambling is a very you alone in your room betting on sports on your phone. It's something that you kind of do. You do the actions alone, but then you have that camaraderie with your friends or your group of buddies that are sports betting, and you guys can chat amongst each other and see, like, oh, who do you like tonight, what's good, right? And it's kind of like the blind leading the blind when it comes to that, because most of you guys, I mean, you probably got some guys that probably may be better than the others, and you can get advice, but you could see it right there. That's your network. And if you guys are only networking within your current group, then you're not actually reaching out far enough to get better sports knowledge, to get better information on how to win. And that's one thing about sports betting that can actually help you beat the books. And you know what they say in finance or whatever, making money, they say your net work equals your net worth, right? And so how good is your network when it comes to sports betting? The better that network, the better your net worth in the sports gambling world, right? So, for me, I that was one thing that I didn't realize, that whoa, as soon as I started to meet more and more sports bettors, my income in sports betting just started to grow. And, I started in the sports betting industry just as a kid, sports betting, playing amongst friends, and doing the normal things that any other sports bettor would do: go to a bar, talk about the games, who do you like tonight? And then when I started creating a company in sports betting, then I started meeting other people that were involved in sports betting, that created other companies in sports betting. And then the type of companies that these guys created was stuff that was in data analysis of sports betting, and that was something that I knew nothing about. And but these guys were all smart and knew about numbers and stuff, and it just blew my mind. I was like, whoa, wow, really? Okay. Those are the things that I was missing in sports betting. And for me, I'm not going to go back to college and learn about stats and all that, but I can tap them to learn about what they think and how they look at it through data and all their knowledge. And that's how I continue to grow my network. I went to Vegas, met other professional sports gamblers, and from there it continued to grow, and people reached out, and that's how I grew my network in sports betting. That's how I grew higher value in sports betting, and you can do the same. And one thing that you can do is, if you are a college student, right? Or if you got access to college student, which is highly not, they say not to do this, right? Because it could be considered inside information, which as a sports gambler, we love that. That's what we need: inside information. And so let me show you a clip on something that, they're trying to prevent. Watch this.
Trading on inside information, like that solicited in this direct message to a college athlete on a top 25 NCAA basketball team. A DM the athlete might not even have known was from a gambler.
This person started selling it under the misleading pretense of, look, I have this student athlete. The guy himself is feeding me inside info.
With 360,
they got those messages. Basically what happened was, a sports gambler like myself might be text messaging a player on the team and say, hey, you playing today, or what's going on? You can get that inside info, you can get that edge, and you can make better decision on your bets. And you don't have to necessarily know the player, right? you can know the player's girlfriend or the player's boyfriend, or even somebody that is um, that runs with the team that doesn't even play, and maybe they know something, right? And so that is, and for me, I'm not near any big college or anything like that, but it doesn't matter whether it's a big college or a small college, because I'll bet on some of the small college games too, which is gives you easier access, right? But just imagine if you're near a college and you can get into that network and you figure out a way, and basically you can share that information to other sports gamblers. Maybe a guy that you know knows somebody there and he's a sports gambler, and if you grew your network, you'd get to know him and he'd put you in touch with that type of information. So that stuff is super important. One of my buddies, he works for ESPN. Sometimes he gets these injury reports earlier than others, and so he'll send out a text to us, but he's really really late on it. So it's not, you got probably got like 5 minutes before the line changes, before everybody finds out. So it's that's why timing is super important too. But you know another one is like college people who work at the college, stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying about growing your network. The more people that you know, the more you can get some inside information. But not just that, there's when I first started sports betting, I was surrounded by people who just started sports betting, just like me, right? And so when I grew that network, wow, the professional sports bettors, that really blew my mind about what they do and how it actually works. And so those are the kind of the things that I'm trying to share with you. And just growing your network, that is actually one of the things that I learned from professional sports bettors, right? And so those are the things that I'm sharing with you right now and on this channel. So, if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share this content. And I'll keep coming out with more information and tips for sports betting. Good luck in the books, guys.